Joining me now is author and political commentator Shamika Michelle.
When God looked at man, he said it's not good for man to be alone. He gave him a woman. He didn't give him a village. He didn't give him the community. He said, be fruitful and multiply to this man and this woman. So it's supposed to be God, husband, wife.
If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always done.
I am guilty, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the final point that I'll make, because I know I'm running out of time, is there was some stuff about white supremacists and the concerns about people being alleged to be white supremacists. Some of the people that got convicted were neo-Nazis. Have they been clarified as white supremacists or not?
Yes.
Some of the people were Proud Boys. Have they been declared as white supremacists or not?
I believe so.
Okay, and then the Confederate flag, has that sometimes been associated with white supremacist groups?
I would certainly say it was during the Civil War and since.
Okay, and then there's this sign, I'm not going to do it, but it looks like the okay sign with the hand gesture. Has that been associated with white supremacy?
Yes.
Okay, and as one of the prosecutors that prosecuted some of these cases, did you not have defendants that you felt like may have been white supremacists based on the investigations?
Yes, in some cases we had evidence explicitly of it.
Thank you so much.
This lady is so annoying. She is just so annoying to me because she actually has the audacity to act as if she is who she says she is. First of all, I hate the idea that there's a certain thing called a, why are we talking about white supremacists, right? Why, like, what's the issue? This is a live hearing, by the way. What is the point? What is the point? Just as there are white supremacists, white people who feel like they are superior to everybody else, there are also Black supremacists. Black people who feel like they are superior to everybody else. So what? Who cares? People have the right to feel the way that they feel, but you don't have to buy into the idea. That is the problem with Jasmine Crockett and so many other people on the left. In order to buy into the idea of white supremacy, you have to buy into the idea of Black inferiority. And I'm not inferior to anyone, so I don't care what someone else thinks. Do you know that there are a lot of white people, fat people who walk around thinking they're so much better than everybody else? They look so good. Have you ever seen a fat woman in spandex? You'll be hard pressed to get her to think that she doesn't look like the best thing since sliced bread. A fat woman in spandex really believes that she is hot shit in a champagne glass, when really she is lukewarm diarrhea in a Dixie cup. But you can't get her to think that. A fat woman in spandex has confidence like you have never seen before. But does that make me want to be fat? Does that make me want to sit at the table and just keep shoving food in my mouth? It doesn't. She can think however she wants to think, because what she eats doesn't make me poop. So if a white person thinks they're superior, who cares? Who cares? And it frustrates me that we are actually paying someone like Jasmine Crockett to sit and collect a salary for BS. This woman is the ultimate rage baiter, and she pisses me off because she's so false and she's so phony, but she actually has the audacity to pretend that she is who she says she is. And listen, I just want someone who has the platform, the large platform to get a hold of this information that I've been giving out this week that are all facts, and really put her in her place, because I just can't stand the lies. I can't stand the fakeness and the phoniness. It really bothers me. I want to welcome you all to Shaking My Head with Shamika Michelle. I am your host, Shamika Michelle. Happy Friday. And I apologize for not being here for this last lesson on yesterday. I had an unforeseen emergency and I had to not do this show. I couldn't do Harmony with Jason Whitlock, and I had a massage scheduled that I didn't get to attend. So my apologies, but I wanted to still do this closeout show on Jasmine Felicia Crockett, because if you didn't say Bye Felicia on Monday, when we told you she was not raised oppressed, she was elite. She paid thousands, hundreds of thousands for her education. And it was my belief that she didn't overcome a system. It was my belief she was planted inside the system. So if you didn't say Bye Felicia on Monday, it was my thought maybe on Tuesday you would really come to the conclusion that this lady is a fake. Because on Tuesday, we broke down the lie that she has been telling about why she went into law and what gave her the inspiration to just want to help people. It was because she claimed that she had her own experience with racism. An incident where she claims that they were sending her letters to her mailbox. They had keyed the N-word on her car, and there's no proof of it. Zero proof. And then on Wednesday, I was hoping you really said Bye Felicia, because on Wednesday, we followed the money. And it took us back to Monday to say, something's not right. It's sketchy-etch. It really looks as if this woman is a plant. She was planted here, and that who she says she is, she just isn't, right? She isn't. We're not buying it. And this entire series, if you didn't get it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you get it today on Friday. We're saying Bye Felicia to Jasmine Felicia Crockett forever, because I want you all to watch how protected this woman is going to be, how she's going to be able to do no wrong. I saw somebody post maybe Wednesday evening, and they were saying how she had voted to send I think it was a couple $2 billion to Israel, I believe, or something like that. And people were acting as if they were surprised, because they were like, oh yeah, the Republicans voted to send this money, but not just them. It was a couple of our own, including Jasmine, tagged her, Jasmine Crockett, because Jasmine is bought and paid for. And if you look closely, you're going to be able to see that. The problem is you have a lot of people on that side that won't be looking, that won't be paying attention, that won't see that she didn't overcome a system. She actually was planted inside of it, and we're going to watch her be protected. So after asking all of the questions that we asked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we have a final question. Once the money is raised, once the seat is secured, once the opposition disappears, what does that buy you? That's the final question, because we've been asking questions each day. What does that buy you? Because in politics, money doesn't just win elections. It buys placement. It buys protection. It buys promotion. And now this woman is running for Senate. And we're going to close this out with just wondering, what is this getting her? What is all of this money going to get for Jasmine? We're going to use the same numbers that you have already seen, but we're going to be trying to figure out how she got placed on certain committees, where this power is coming from. We're talking about power, protection, and promotion. So let's get into the facts. Crockett was assigned to the House Oversight and Accountability Committee. This committee oversees federal agencies, government spending, investigations, the IRS. This is one of the most powerful and visible committees in Congress. Freshman members can get high-profile committees, get on high-profile committees, but it's not typical, right? Jasmine got this right off the bat. And that can happen, but it's not typical. So all of this money that she raised, remember we said against people that were just around the house, that were nothing, that wasn't offering like any type of threat to her. And then she was putting hundreds and thousands into these LLCs for no reason. They were doing all this advertising. Why? Nobody was running against her. This same money got her put on high-profile committees in Congress. She was also assigned to the Judiciary Committee. This jurisdiction includes criminal justice, immigration, civil rights, the federal courts. So these are not backbench assignments. These are microphones. So this is why we are constantly seeing her. It's like, where did she come from out of the blue? And now that we've seen her, why can't we get rid of her? Every time we turn around, this is like we're seeing her. Oversight is where all of the viral clips come from. Judiciary is where the narratives are shaped. So if you wanted to elevate someone quickly, this is where you would put them, with these committees. This is why, as much as we say, bye Felicia, she's protected, and we're going to watch her be promoted. And I just want to give you a little bit of information. Crockett's mother is employed by the IRS. Okay. Oversight Committee has jurisdiction over the IRS. Now, this doesn't prove that they were doing something wrong. Not saying that. But it does raise legitimate questions about optics, installation, and influence. She comes from out of nowhere. She gets on these specific committees. That's not typical for freshman Congress people. Mama works for the IRS. She just happens to get a spot on the committee that's over the IRS. Looks a bit sketchy to me. Jasmine was named national co-chair for the Harris-Walz campaign. This occurred despite the fact she was a freshman in Congress. So didn't matter. She got this even with her freshman status. No national electoral history. They couldn't say, oh, she is a pro. at this, so she should really get this job. I mean, she has so much experience that it's a no-brainer. With all of this experience she has, it's a no-brainer that this position should be hers. It's not what happened. Many long-serving Democrats were passed over in order for them to give this position to Felicia. So, no, she wasn't very experienced. They skipped over some very experienced people to give this position to. Looks suspicious to me. Looks a bit sketchy-etch. It wasn't a routine appointment. This was a brand elevation. It seems pretty clear to me. How did this freshman in Congress get this position, and they skipped over all these other people who had been waiting in line? They were thinking, or they were deserving of a promotion, but it was given to Jasmine instead. Because once you're placed correctly, the media does the rest. And so we have watched the media be Jasmine's biggest cheerleader. Every time we turn around, she's in the press. She's on somebody's show. It's what do you think? She's everywhere, on The Breakfast Club, on CNN, on MSDNC, on The View. Everywhere we turn around, there's this freshman congresswoman, this newbie, this newcomer who doesn't have an extensive resume on being this great civil rights activist or this great attorney. Just a freshman who, because of her oversight hearings, has so many viral moments. Because of her judiciary hearings, has the moral framing. Because she is backed by the party, she has constant exposure. Social media growth follows visibility, not merit. So we're watching her explode right before our eyes, not because she's just so awesome. She has done so many great things. We're watching her become popular because she has been chosen to be that one. Why? Visibility follows power. Power follows money. So this is what we see with Jasmine Felicia Crockett. This is the full story. When someone wants to know about Jasmine Felicia Crockett, here is the full story. We know she had an elite upbringing. This is what episodes 1 through 4 has given us. She had an elite upbringing. She lies and pretends that there was a struggle. You know, she struggled through life. No, she didn't. She was a Durham County School student. If you were here on Monday, you with me when I say that. She has an unverified origin story. This whole I'm doing what I'm doing because of my own lived experience and the racism I had to face personally. Rhodes College said, no, not true. The Cochran firm said, who said that? They have no idea where that came from. Nobody has ever been able to verify that even happened. But that's her origin story that she's telling, and they're eating it up. People are eating it up, and it's fake. It's not even real. It's beyond meat. It's impossible meat. It's not real. But this is what people are being fed. She ran in safe districts. This is what we've learned in this series. She ran in safe districts, and she ran with weak opposition. We know after this Bye Felicia series that she raised millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. We know that most of the money was out-of-state money. We know that she still had some heavy consulting spending. Why? Who owns those LLCs? We could probably look into that. Why was there so much spending when you were running unopposed? We know from this series that she got on some powerful committees in Congress. She was assigned some powerful committees, and we know that the party, the Democrat Party, they're promoting her. So any one of these things can happen. You know, someone may be listening to this and say, oh, well, we've watched the Democrat Party or even the Republican Party promote someone, that happens. We've watched, people raise millions of dollars on either side. Yeah, that can happen. This isn't anything new. The issue is any one of these things can happen, but all of them together, maybe somebody will say, oh, she's just blessed and highly favored. I just don't think that's coincidence. I think it's construction. I think she is being built bit by bit, and we are watching it before our very eyes, and we are watching ignorant people eat it up, especially all of the Black people eating it up because they are too lazy to go and just do a little research and realize you are being lied to. You are being played. People are pulling on your heartstrings as usual, telling you how oppressed you are while they live an elite, unoppressed life. That's one of my pet peeves. I can't stand that. I don't know, some of you may remember, but I got into a little issue a couple of years ago with a comedian who will not be named. Let me start from the beginning. She had put out a video talking about how oppressed Black people were. The same play, the game they play with everybody. Oprah has played the game. Gayle King. We see Nicole Hannah-Jones playing the game. Ta-Nehisi Coates plays the game. They tell you how oppressed you are while they collect money for telling you you're oppressed. These people will go speak, and I'm talking about the Nicole Hannah-Jones, definitely not Oprah. I'm sure she pulls in a lot more money than this, but they'll go speak and tell a room full of Black people how oppressed they are. Meanwhile, they're getting like $30,000 and $40,000 to give that oppression speech. So I got into it. So this comedian actually was doing that same thing, just a video that was put out about how oppressed we are as Black people. And I was irritated because that's one of my pet peeves. I have a problem with people moving up the ladder, Black moving up the ladder, and then telling other Black people they can't do it, as if they are some special Black person with some special ability, but it's just them. Nobody else can do it. So I had a problem. And when this comedian did the video, there was no makeup on her. There was no filter on her like we're used to seeing her in makeup and a filter. And I said she looked like Grape Ape. Anybody from my generation remembers the cartoon Grape Ape? Well, because I'm a Black woman and she's a Black woman, some people thought I was saying Great Ape. Some people were unfamiliar with the cartoon. They just, Black people think they cornered the market on looking like monkeys. So they just everybody was mad, right? I had people like D.L. Hughley threatening me, Jamie Foxx threatening me, Holly Robinson Pete, all of these people just coming to her defense saying, oh, you're beautiful. Meanwhile, we've still never seen her in a role where she's a leading lady and people, the role is pretending she's this great beauty. She's this Black beauty. We've never seen that still. But at that time, so many people came to her aid, telling her how beautiful she was, because clearly, although she's a comedian, her feelings were hurt. Instead of just coming back with another insult to me, she had to make it a big deal, like her feelings were hurt. And so everybody ran to her rescue, right? But I hate that. I hate the idea that you just continuously tell Black people that you can't do something. Meanwhile, you're rising. So not only did I feel like she looked like Grape Ape in that video, I said it was an insult to look like Grape Ape and have done so well in life in spite of that fact. So it pissed me off that she was spreading a message of oppression when she didn't get in the position she was in because she was so beautiful. She didn't get in the position she was in because she was so funny. She got in the position she was in because of hard work. And she did that in spite of being Black, in spite of being not so funny, in spite of not being that attractive. She did it because she was working hard at her craft and she moved up. So in my opinion, I felt like the better speech to give to Black people was, guess what? If I can do it, so can you. Work hard. You may have some sleepless nights. You may have some nights you're eating cold beans and weenies out the can. But if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want to do. That's the message I feel like we should be giving people. Not, oh, woe is me. You're Black. You're not going to be able to do it. Because I felt like she should have been, I may be poor. I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. That's the message. Okay? That's the message. You're here, and as long as you're breathing, you can do it. But Jasmine Crockett is like so many of them. It is a playbook, and they go by this playbook line by line by line. And right now, Jasmine is the elite person giving the same play. Black people, you can't do it. Black people, we are oppressed. Black people, we are slaves. Although none of us have been slaves, if there is a slave listening to me right now, I'm talking about Atlantic slave trade slave. If there's one listening to me right now, please reach out. You should be in somebody's museum, traveling the world from fair to fair. Somebody giving money to see you. None of us have been slaves, but yet we keep falling to these people who tell us the same BS while raking in the dough for it. Jasmine is raking in the dough. That's why I don't think any of this is coincidence. It's construction. Because we watch them do it over and over and over again. And ignorant people, especially ignorant Black folk, fall for it each and every time. It's an insult. And by now, in 2026, you should be insulted that they keep using the same playbook. The same playbook to keep you mad, to keep you offended, to keep you down. They make money selling you this victim narrative. Meanwhile, they are not victims. Jasmine is set for life. After being a U.S. Congresswoman, and then once she gets into the Senate, she's set. But she'll keep feeding y'all a victim narrative, and y'all will keep believing it. Meanwhile, if you bring her to your graduation speeches, to do the speech, the commencement at graduation, she's going to be pulling in thousands of dollars, telling you how you can't make it. Telling you about white supremacists, making you worry about a neo-Nazi, a Proud Boy. And Black people will continue to fall for it and continue to say, oh my God, she's so real. She keep it 100. Oh my God, she is so authentic. Oh my God, like I love Jasmine Felicia Crockett like so much because I'm telling y'all, she keep it real. I'm telling y'all, when I hear her talk, I hear myself. Like, she just be so real about it. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, she be, oh my God, like, she be saying that shit. Like, she be talking that real shit. Like, she don't give a fuck about them white folks. She get up there and say what need to be said. I love that she look like me. Like, we buy our wigs at the same place. Like, what? Like, for real, we get our nails done at the same place. Like, oh my God. Like, her eyelashes, what kind are those? Like, what's the name of those feathers on her eyes? Like, oh my God, I want my big fat eyelashes just like her. She's so real. Oh my God, and she right. Like, oh my God, we need to worry about these white folks. Like, we need to get up every morning and not even focus on what we gotta do, dog. We need to focus on these white folks, dog, because they keeping us down, dog. I know I ain't got no job, dog. I know I'm living off the system, you know what I'm saying? But Jasmine's so real. She fighting them for me, you know what I'm saying? She fighting so I can get my food stamps, you know what I'm saying? She fighting so I don't gotta, like, I shouldn't have to deal with these crackers every day. She keep it 100. Oh my God, I love her. Same playbook, and everybody falls for it each and every time. Different player, same playbook. So this isn't really about Jasmine Felicia Crockett, although it is. She's the example for this series, Bye Felicia. But it's not really about her specifically. This is about how politics works. This is about how they do the same plays, use the same playbook, change the player, but it still works. This is what this is about. This is about how candidates aren't always chosen by the voters. Sometimes they are built bit by bit by bit. Sometimes they are funded. Sometimes they are placed. protected, and promoted. It just is what it is. I believe, and I stand 10 toes down on this. I don't believe Jasmine Felicia Crockett overcame the system. I believe she was placed inside of it. And for everybody that wants to believe somebody like myself is an Uncle Tom, I'm a coon, and she keeping it real with that wig on her head. She's keeping it real with them bat lashes. She's keeping it real with them false fingernails. Y'all are a few French fries short of a Happy Meal. You're not the sweetest grape in the bunch. My best friend just texted me, and I keep telling people when y'all text me and it pop up on my computer, it's a distraction. Okay, best friend, because I know you're watching. You're just flipping screens or something like that, and it's a distraction. Okay. So let's see, I said, y'all not the sweetest grape in the bunch. You're not the sharpest tool in the tool shed. Because y'all fall for it each and every time. And money tells you who matters. Anytime you want to know who is being promoted next, who they are positioning to use the same plays, all you got to do is look at the money. Follow the money. What we did on Wednesday. Committees tell you who can be trusted, right? Oh, we can trust her. She's on this oversight committee. We can trust Jazzy. And promotion tells you who's being prepared. This woman is being prepared. And once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. Once I started seeing this stuff, I couldn't unsee it. So people can say, oh my God, y'all are such conspiracy theorists. Y'all always into these conspiracy theories. Are you a conspiracy theorist? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you, Greenlight 1107. I've been watching your channel for about 2 months now, and you keep it 100. Have told others about your channel. There's a little something for coffee. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. And thank you, Greenlight, for being here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it all. Hi, Nick. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Head Shakers. Excited to be able to watch live. This week's series has been stellar. Dixie cups, laxatives, and all. Thank you for the super chat, Nick. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to all of the Head Shakers for being here. Jay Hunter Lee, thank you for the super chat with the wave. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you Head Shakers for joining me for this series. I appreciate it. And actually, I've been talking to the investigator, and he's like, we got to keep exposing these people. And I agree. So whatever he gives me, I'm going to go with it. He is very trusted, and the information is factual, and it's public knowledge. It just takes someone having the desire to put all that time, effort, and energy into finding out, because what they kind of depend on is people being so busy in life that you just don't have time to do that. And that is a lot in politics, right? There are a lot of people who they don't know who believes or what party promotes what policy. They're going through life. They're working 8, 10, 12 hours a day, then coming home. They have children. Sometimes it's hard to And thank you for the compliment. Sometimes it's hard to really dig into this stuff and find this stuff out. So I appreciate all of the effort. I know that he does watch the show. I appreciate all of, hey, classmate, I appreciate the effort that he has put into all of this information. And the new Sheila Jackson Lee, right? Somebody that's just put in place. Nick says, I think it's also important that in her forced ascension, she acts privileged AF, making her staff hold her purse, bringing her pillow for her chair, cutting handicap while boarding a plane. Wow. Yeah. It's sickening when you just watch these people. Hey, Alicia, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. You've been missing. Hey, Mrs. Berry, thank you for being here. Hey, Sharisa. Who did I miss? Jack, did I say hello? Hey, Daryl Jones. Hey, Melina. I said hello to Sadiq. Hey, Bless 7773. AJDC. Hello to everybody. Hi, Pete. Hughley is a punk. He sure is. A punk who wears platform shoes at that, because I met him in person and the soles on his shoes are literally about this thick, trying to make himself just a little bit taller, trying to make himself look like an actual man. And yeah, so he is a punk in pumps. A punk in pumps, because those soles real thick. Best friend says she's sorry. It's okay, girl. Diane said, thank you for being here. You're so right. Sadly, I know too many who allow themselves to be used. They're brainwashed. Thank you for trying to wake them up. And JVB Fit 1155, us Black conservatives have to stick together. It's hard out here, right? It's hard out here for, well, we ain't pimps, but yeah, you know what I mean. We got to stick together, because they try to give us a hard way to go, because they feel and it's so crazy, because they'll always say we aren't a monolith. But when you as a group of people vote the same way every single time, and you can't even tell me why, you can't name a policy why you vote that way, you can't name a value as to why you vote that way, you just do it because of the color of your skin, you sound kind of like a monolith to me. So thank you, Jay, again for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this series here. I want to remind you, because I'm getting ready to go, so that I can, thank you, Jerry, so that I can watch, we're preparing for a debate between Chad Jackson and Delano Squires. It will be aired on Monday on the MLK observance. It's actually a debate about Martin Luther King. So make sure you check that out on Monday. I don't know if it's going to be on Jason's main channel, Fearless, or if it's going to be on the Harmony channel. I feel bad that I don't know specifically, but check that out on Monday. I think it's going to be a very good debate. I appreciate you all so much. Hopefully, after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, we are all in unison. We are all together saying, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And I'll be back here on Monday. Same place, same time. Shaking my head about something else. I hope to see you as well. I know it's a holiday, right? Sing, celebrate, Sing, sing, celebrate. For a king, celebrate. I don't, we might not want to celebrate it after this debate, though. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see y'all. Please have a wonderful weekend, head shakers. Meet me back here on Monday for us to shake our heads on something else. I love you. Peace.